Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Axiom Programming Basics. This video is about the main function and the cout command. In this set of source code, I have put several comments, as you can see. So the first line you see in line number 6, it starts with a double slash. This is an example of single line comment, and then in line number 10, as you can see, after the colon, it started with a double slash again. This is an example of an end of line comment. In the last video, we talked about the preprocessor, the included library, and the namespace, and in this video we will discuss about the main function. Now the main function is actually the entry point of application, and in here inside the main function you specify what should happen. C++ is case sensitive, so the main function has to be in lowercase. In general, main function receives nothing and it will have a return type of int, which is always 0 to whoever launched the application. In our case, it is the IDE. And the return 0 also indicates successful termination. Any other values is actually a sort of an error. So as I said, we will always have a main function, and every function has curly braces. And so over here, as you can see, this is the opening curly brace, and in line number 11, this is the closing curly brace. Whatever goes inside is actually the definition of that function. So our main function prints out hello world if we compile it. So let's compile it and let's see what happens. So as you can see over here, it printed the statement hello world, but if you take a look at line number 9, you have more characters after hello world. So what is displayed first is the string, and they are delimited by double quotation mark, as you see over here and over here. And the backslash over here is known as the escape character, and here the backslash of n represents a new line. Instead of using a backslash n, we can also use endl. So this is also another command you can use. Instead of using backslash n, it will also do the same as backslash n. So let's see what happens. So run the code, and as you can see, we have the same printout statement. So when we run a code like this, what happens is that the main function terminates and the line return 0 indicate that we successfully completed the application. And also each statement in C++ has to end with a semicolon, as you can see over here. The cout, now let's talk about the cout over here. The cout is actually an object built inside the iostream library, which know how to display the text. And the command line is actually a part of C++ standard library, which is over here in line number 3. Also, if you take a look at each statement in C++, it always ends with a semicolon. So let's look at more examples using cout command. So let's do more examples of print statement using the cout command line. So let's do cout and if you put a escape character over here, and then let's type in and it is awesome. So let's see what's gonna happen if we run this. So save it and run. So if we read it line by line, what's gonna happen is that so the application executes the main function, and the main function is defining that go to line number 9 and print out the statement hello world, and then introduce a new line. So as you can see over here, it printed hello world and introduces a new line, and then you go to line number 10, the cout command is telling the application to print out welcome to C++ coursework, and then there is a space, and then we have a new line character. So that's, as you can see, after the coursework, it went to a new line, and we have a space. That's why you have a little space over there, as you can see. And then, and it is awesome statement was printed, and then the main function was terminated. Now let's see some more examples over here. So let's take that off and let's print out So let's take a look how the main function printed out the statements. So in line number 9, it printed out welcome to C++ coursework, and then there is a space character, and then we have a skip character to go to the new line, and then there is a space character again, and then it printed out, and it is awesome. So as you can see over here, we have welcome to C++ coursework. There is a little space, and then it went to a new line, and then we have a space character as well, and then it printed out it is awesome. Now if you take a look at line number 10, there is a new line introduced, so it went to the new line, so that's like number 1, and then we have 2 more new lines, so number 1 over here, 2, 3, and then there is a space character, and then it printed out hi, how are you doing? So as you can see over here, hi, how are you doing? And then it returned 0 and terminated successfully. Let's look at more examples. So now what do you think is going to happen? Well, let's take a look. If we compile this, so before you compile, save it, or else you're not going to get the expected output. So let's save it and let's run it. So as you can see, we have the main function executing line number 9 first, and it is printing out question and then a space character, hi, how are you doing, question mark, and then it directly printed a, as you can see right after the question mark, it directly printed a colon, and then space character, and then I am doing good. So question is, let's just say we want to print the answer in a new line. How can we do that? Well, we can just put a escape character here, and that will do the trick. So let's save it and let's run it again. So as you can see, because of this escape character, we introduced a new line and it went to the new line. So you can print out your statements this way as well, but remember, when you are printing out, the strings has to be inside the quotation mark. So this was it for this video. Thank you for watching. Press the like button if you liked it, sub if you loved it. See you in the next video.